What is one real trick that companies don't want you to know? I had a locksmith tell me that I could not program my own RFID chip key using 2 original keys in my Jeep's computer, and that I either had to have him do it or pay even more at a dealership to have them do it, and buy a chip key from him for $30. I knew better. I bought an $8 chip key off eBay, programmed it myself using instructions online. The seller also sent me programming instructions, and had it physically copied at that same locksmith for $2. Also, there were instructions in the Jeep's owner's manual. The way the computer programs the key is that you basically insert the first original key, turn the ignition on, then the second original key, and then the new key that then gets programmed. I also had a non-chipped key that I had made earlier, just to open the Jeep's doors, and tape that key to the chipped blank key to fool the Jeep's computer into thinking that the chipped key was being inserted. Locksmith would have charged me upwards of $80 when I did it myself for about $12. Locksmiths hate me. I've worked retail for 6 years. Tip 1. Things are always on sale and they're never full price. The original price sticker should be illegal, since the product is literally never that price. Don't get caught up in the how much I save mentality. Always look at how much you are spending. Tip 2. When you get a coupon sent to you for, let's say, $10 off, on that exact day, usually Sunday, all the prices change for that week. They'll raise the price on an item $10, and then send out a $10 coupon for it. People are conditioned to buy a $40 item with a $10 coupon to drop the price to $30, instead of buying it the week before, when it was $30 with no coupon. Don't let coupons fool you. Tip 3. Never get a store credit card unless you paid off in full immediately after your purchase. Interest rates are close to 30%. Tip 4. Be nice to the cashier sales associate and you're more likely to get a good deal. I know everyone has the Walmart mentality of complaining to get your way, but in any other smaller chain, being respectful will give you great deals. We regularly take 20% off of someone's purchase if they're respectful while we are helping them. Tip 5. Aside from some major items, TV, basketball hoop, etc., Black Friday is a huge scam. People just think they're getting great deals. Prices on other items are the same as they always are. Companies depend on you coming in for that great deal on a TV or whatever, and buying a bunch of other stuff too. Hope this helps. If you own a flashlight, don't buy the lube or the freshening powder from their site. The lube is extremely overpriced, and the powder is 99% cornstarch. Just buy cornstarch and use that to freshen your flashlight. Yes, I can confirm this works. You'll get more that lasts way longer for far less money. Lube tend to be expensive, but I have found that baby oil isn't that bad for your flashlight. Yes, the material will deteriorate from the oil, and its lifespan will be shortened. But if you regularly wash and clean it, the deterioration will be negligible. Especially if you apply cornstarch often, as it absorbs all the residual oil. Water-based lube from the pharmacy, though overpriced, is still way cheaper than the lube on the flashlight site. I've never paid full price for Sirius XM radio. I received a free year with the purchase of my car. After that year was up, they called me up to renew at something like $20 mo. Why would I pay you $20 mo? To listen to whatever you send me, when I could pay $10 mo. To Spotify and listen to whatever I want. Sir, we can offer you 6 months of Sirius XM for $20. Would you be interested in that? Yep, I don't want to be auto-billed, invoice me. I've performed this stance every 6 months for the past 3 years. If you're a freelancer in the UK, some companies either don't know or don't want you to know that you can bill them interest for late payments. Late payment clients who pay late must by law pay compensation and penalty interest. The Late Payment of Commercial Debt, Interest Act, 1988, was amended in 2002 to include fixed penalties in addition to interest. For debt of less than £1,000 the penalty is £40, rising to £70 for debts up to £9,999.99 and £100 above that. Interest is payable at 8% over Bank of England base rate. The penalties and interests now apply to all businesses regardless of size. The payment clock starts ticking when you deliver the work, or on the day when your client has notice of the amount they owe you, whichever is the later. The client then has 30 days to pay unless the freelance and the client agree on a reasonable alternative period. Clients must not pressure freelancers or attempt to impose unreasonable payment terms. Be clear when you invoice for work that payment is due within 30 days. The UK government suggests this form of words on invoices. We understand and will exercise our statutory right to interest and compensation for debt recovery costs under the late payment legislation if we are not paid according to agreed credit terms. But the law applies whether or not you mention it on an invoice. I used to work at CVS for a little bit. I did not give a fuck if you came bitching at me about coupons, mispriced items, etc. I will mark it down. How did I come to do this? When I started, I used to call the manager every time a customer had a complaint, and she just told me to give them the deals whenever it would happen, and not to call her. I'm pretty sure it's like this for most places. But be nice at first, we assume you're going to get bitchy and just end up giving you the deals. I have no way to verify this. I have a friend that worked for a razor manufacturer. I won't say which one because I only have his word for this. He told me that the homers that sharpen blades had several settings, let's call them dull, normal, and extra sharp. The sharper the setting, the slower the assembly line, and they wanted the assembly line to run as fast as possible. Normal was the setting used for everyday manufacturing. When they wanted to make more money, they came out with a new, improved version of the razor, at higher cost, of course, even though the manufacturing cost for the new razor was no more than for the old one. They might not change anything but the handle design to make the razor fit your hand differently. To establish demand for the new razor, several months before introducing the new razors, they turned the homers on the current line down to dull. When they started to manufacture the new, improved razors, they turned the homers on those razors up to extra sharp. Joe Consumer bought a package of the new, improved razors, and tried them and declared, wow, these are really good. Demand for the new razors went up, and they earned a spot on the retail shelves. Eventually, manufacturing for the old razors ceased, and the homers for the new razors were turned down to normal, to speed up the production lines, and the changeover from the old product to the new one was complete. Net result was that Joe Consumer was paying more for essentially the same product, and Mr. Stockholder had a bigger dividend, and Mr. CEO had a bigger bonus. You know how it's almost impossible to get scammers to stop calling? Well, almost. I'm 100% convinced there are black market phone lists floating around, because I'm almost positive I got myself removed from at least one of them, because practically overnight I stopped getting scam calls from a wide variety of different scams, and with one simple trick. Hold on a sec, I have to turn on the recording for the FCC. Obviously, this only works in the US, but you could substitute your local regulatory agency, and it would probably work just as well. The dude hung up so fast it wasn't even funny, and I never got any more calls from that scam, and I stopped getting calls from different scams pretty quickly after I created this trick. Several airlines have a policy where you can cancel your flight ticket with a full refund within 24 hours of booking it. Most airlines' cancellation policies do not state this fact explicitly on the websites, e.g. I've done a complete scan Lufthansa's and United's cancellation policies on their website, but couldn't find this anywhere. Their customer care confirmed it on phone. This is particularly useful when you have to show make confirmed flight reservations to be submitted along with your visa applications. Schengen, US, UK, etc. need this. I've used this method several times for my visa applications to UK and Schengen successfully. Disposable razor blades can be sharpened by using DENUIM pants. Take a pair of pants and run the blade up a few times, then down a few times. It cleans the rust off the blades and adds many more shaves onto the life of those expensive blades. Okay jeans, damn it, jeans. I don't know what jeans are called around to the world, and wanted to be general with the term thanks. Yet for now on I'm calling my jeans DNSIM. Yeah, well, thanks for helping a brother out. For the record, I have disabled all the spell checkers in my life in hopes of relearning how to spell and stuff. Not sure if this answers the question, but used to work for Coldstone Creamery. We've got stupid size names, yeah, okay. We also got major criticism for having a milkshake that was over 2,000 calories for the got to have its size, or the large size. Evidently, corporate's response to this criticism was to get rid of the got to have its size cup, and introduce a cup smaller than the like it cup we already had. So, we had the new like it the cup that used to be the like it, as the new medium cup, and the cup that used to be the love it as the large cup. So basically, we changed the sizes of all of the cups, but didn't change the prices to reflect the smaller size. I felt like I was swindling people out of their money every time I made a milkshake. I use a Chrome extension called Page Monitor that basically checks the page and looks for anything on the page that changed. I specifically select the price area on that page to be alerted when it changes. Recently I used it to get some Mobil 1 synthetic motor oil on sale from Walmart. The price would generally change from $26 to $24, and I'd be alerted each time, and then it eventually went down to about $22, and I bought it. Yeah, it is not much savings, but even $4 saved is $4 in my pocket. Plus, I had a rebate offer that saved me an additional $12 on set oil. This just applies to Target. I don't really know if everywhere else does this. If you say an item is wrong in price, we'll change the price unless it's something like 50% of a difference or anything generally greater than $5. Obviously if a $2 product is marked as $4, we can change it, but claiming a $100 product is $50 will require a manager. Hint. It's very rare that a cashier knows the price printed on the label on the shelf. We just go by what rings up. So, if the price is wrong, we can lower it for you. If you're nice, I will go the extra mile for you. That item that rang up and didn't have a price associated with it, and you say it's supposed to be $8.99. Sorry, I must have misheard you, I thought you said $7. An item you want to buy isn't damaged, but the packaging is. That's supposed to be marked down by guest service, so I'll go ahead and take off 15%. If you're an asshole, fuck you, I will do the exact opposite, and maybe I will double scan an item or forget to scan your coupons. That item is supposed to be $7.99 instead of $8.99. Sorry, I'll have to call over the manager. Did you read the sign correctly? Maybe you got it from the wrong section. Occasionally in this store, you can find items that will get you a $5, $10, $15, or $20 gift card back for free. You can use this gift card on any purchase except for the one you get it on. So, if you ring up all the items that give you a gift card back first, then cut off the transaction, you can spend them on the next transaction, which is everything else you wanted to buy. If you have the credit card form of the record, you can double dip in savings if you have a rewards card with your bank. You save 5% at checkout, and then you walk over to guest service and pay off the balance with your rewards card. Save 5% and get your rewards points. If you play the Monopoly game at McDonald's, you can get a free game piece without buying anything. If you look, it says no purchase necessary at the bottom of all of the ads for the promotion. This is there by law. So, you can walk up to the counter and say, I want a game piece, and they have to give you one, usually an empty cup with the game piece on it. A regular cashier may not realize they have to give you one, but if you ask for a manager, they better know that they have to give you one. Otherwise, you can report them for violating sweepstakes laws. I worked at a high level in the food service industry for years, and I have many examples of what the entire industry doesn't want people to know. Here is just one because I can write a novel. The grill marks on grilled chicken at most fast food restaurants are created with chemicals and artificial flavors before it is instant quick freeze, boxed, stored for months at a warehouse, then delivered to your local fast food joint, where it goes into their freezer for however long. Then you order it and it is heated up by whatever method they use. Flat top grill, microwave, etc. They can call it grilled because of technicalities. It was never on what you would naturally think is a grill. This is not even close to the worst thing I know. It's just the easiest to explain. There is some serious science that goes into tricking the public into thinking something is what it isn't. Needless to say, I do not eat out ever. Ever. When a mattress is 50% off, that's a lie. When it's 70% off, also a lie. The $399 sale mattress is always $399 and costs the company $80. The $999 sale mattress is that price normally, and quite often sold for $799 by a hungry salesman, and it only cost the mattress company $275. Realistically, you can take the price of a high-end mattress, $2K and up, and get 50% off without trying and 60% off with a good push. You can get the $1,500 retail mattress for $800 with very little effort or $600 by grinding the price down. One major mattress retailer basically owns 80% of the retail mattress industry, and they change model names and small features store to store to make them hard to compare. The only brand this doesn't tend to work for is Tempur-Pedic. And side advice, the two best brands from a quality standpoint and service standpoint are Simmons and Tempur-Pedic. Also, be nice to your salesperson. They will regularly work harder for you, and even throw in all sorts of nice freebies to both help you and increase their commission. They work very long hours for extremely heavy-handed corporations, and don't take well to jerks. Source: sold mattresses for 7 years and worked in 3 layers of upper management. I now am thankfully out of retail.